Good day! BusinessMirror offers you stories, conversations, and insights with this session we're calling Freshly Brewed. Like great coffee to savor, Freshly Brewed tells compelling stories through the interaction between the most interesting people and BusinessMirror's roster of journalist hosts, discussing the hot issues of the day or topics still unfolding or brewing. And these compelling stories are shared with you via BusinessMirror's multimedia platforms. While part of the mandate of the 51-year-old Bank Marketing Association of the Philippines is to upskill the bank marketing profession. To do this, the group has teamed up with the Asian Institute of Management to develop the Brand Marketing Academy. Well, our host for today is BusinessMirror's finance reporter Reine Juvierre Aberto, and let's listen into her conversation with Jeremy Pintor, Executive Director of the School of Executive Education and Lifelong Learning of the Asian Institute of Management.
A bright and sunny morning to everyone who is tuned in with us today here at Freshly Brewed, your new go-to place for fresh perspectives and insightful conversations with people making a difference in their fields. I'm your host for today, Reine Juvierre Aberto, BusinessMirror's reporter covering banking and finance. This morning, we will brew something that's relevant to bank marketing professionals. But before that, don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page, X, Instagram, and TikTok accounts, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to #KnowMore about real-time developments in the Philippines as we go through beyond headlines to provide context, insights, and a broader look at today's business. We're joined here today by a seasoned professional in the field of talent development who has helped in transforming managed business segments to improve their capacity and profitability. He's the newly appointed Executive Director of the School of Executive Education and Lifelong Learning at the Asian Institute of Management, and he brings with him a strong track record from his time at Viventis Search Asia. Please welcome to Freshly Brewed Mr. Jeremy Pintor. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you on this day that is as hot as a cup of freshly brewed coffee?
I'm good, I'm excited, and I hope I can share a lot of perspective on the topic at hand.
Okay, so let's dive right into it, sir.
Sure.
Sir Jeremy, you made a big shift by officially joining AIM just this March after spending 6 years with Viventis Search. What sparked in you to take this on new role? Is there something with AIM that is aligned with your own goals at this point in your career?
Yeah, the Asian Institute of Management is a very reputable educational institution. In the Philippines, it holds a very distinct positioning. It is the only academic institution that's recognized by AACSB. AACSB is the collegiate organization recognizing Ivy League schools. So being that the only one in the Philippines, it's a very reputable brand. Likewise, in the field of executive education, the AIM School of Executive Education and Lifelong Learning has a very distinct position of being 6th in Asia and actually 70th in the world. And I think those are very remarkable traits that makes AIM a very reputable organization. When AIM reached out to me for this potential opportunity, I really didn't hesitate twice, primarily because I know that my new job would entail empowering a lot of people that is part of the current school I'm working with to lead them to drive direction and basically boost the business up. But more importantly, I think it's an opportunity to really show the rest of the world and the region that AIM remains a very strong brand, especially in the field of executive education. So I think those are very powerful whys that gravitated me to join the Asian Institute of Management.
And we know that transitions can be exciting but also challenging.
Yes.
Have you been able to settle into your new role, and how was your experience so far?
My first month has been very wonderful. I've met a lot of wonderful people in the team, visionary leaders such as Ji Kyung, our dean, and also Albert, our school head. So they're all very powerful in their perspective. But what I like about that school environment is that it allows individual creativity to thrive. So if you ask how my stay so far has been, it has been perfectly wonderful. It's not totally like a fairy tale where everything is up. In my first month, I've encountered several challenges, like making sure that we continue to be profitable for the next school year, processes that has to be improved. But what organization is perfect? But I think what make me inspired to go every day at work is seeing a lot of people be inspired with the purpose of bringing top-class quality executive education to the learners and to the clients that we have.
So if you could compare your current role with your work, what would you say are the biggest changes, maybe in terms of the culture, the pace, or the leadership style?
Yeah, it's a different shift. In the past careers that I have, most of my core responsibilities rests more on account management. So when I was with Viventis, and so was my other previous career, I had to be responsible in driving sales, partnerships, and all. But in my new field now, I have to balance being able to still make an impact to the clients, but at the same time, making sure that I need to empower my people. So I think at this point in time, I have to lead more with vision, of course, with closer collaboration with everyone. I have to be more mindful because I'm managing a high-performing group. My mandate is more about how do I make sure that they continue to shine as individual rock stars in their fields, and at the same time making sure that they do provide the impact. So it's more a mix of account management and at the same time more focus on operational excellence. Of course, profitability remains my ever standing mandate all throughout my career.
And now that you're with AIM, one of the first major projects that you've been spearheading is the Bank Marketing Academy. I understand that this is in collaboration with the Bank Marketing Association of the Philippines, or
Yes.
BMAP. Can you first walk us through on how this partnership came about?
Yeah, so Bank Marketing Association of the Philippines has been here for about 51 years. And when they celebrated their 50th year last year, they have the bold vision of launching the Bank Marketing Academy. And the mandate stems from the mere fact that they recognize that many of the bank marketing professionals in the Philippines are basically learning on the job. So while yes, you have your fundamentals of marketing in school, but once you reach the workplace, it's totally different. If we try to look at it from a student perspective, many of those who venture into the field of marketing somehow tries to avoid elements of numbers, profitability, and financial. So I remember being a graduate of UANP, one of the flagship courses there is integrated marketing communication. And then they said, I want to enter into IMC because I hate numbers. So I think bank marketing enjoys a very, very good and unique field because not only should you be creative as what is a default of a marketer, you should be able to navigate a very highly regulated industry such as banking and financial institution. And that is, I think, a very powerful purpose that attracted AIM to partner with BMAP. So in this particular partnership, our goal is not just to elevate the bank marketing professional in the Philippines, but at the same time to be able to provide fresh perspectives that's truly global. So we want to capitalize on BMAP's purpose and at the same time combine that with AIM's reputation and brand of providing case study methodology, different approaches to learning to create a truly exciting blend of wonderful executive education. So I think that's a very powerful why we are here today and trying to provide that avenue for those in the bank marketing professional to find a good opportunity for them to learn. So with the Bank Marketing Academy and with this program in place, those who are starting in that field or would want to venture into that field eventually now has an avenue to formally be capacitated to excel and create an impact in their respective institutions.
And who is this program primarily targeted? Are you targeting marketing professionals already in banking, or even those who just want to enter the field?
Yeah, to borrow your brewing terminology, we are brewing with BMAP two programs. So we have the Bank Marketing Program, Professional Program 1, which anyone can participate. So if you have started in the field of bank marketing, or not just bank, but actually any financial institution for that matter, or for example, you are from a different field but would want to venture eventually into bank marketing, that would be a very perfect program for you. It talks about the basics of marketing as applied in a regulatory setting, such as a bank. And at the same time, it allows you to have a crash course on basic banking solutions and products. So from commercial banking, universal retail banking. So all of those is something that will be brewed in the first program. Now, for more advanced bank marketing intervention, so we've created the Bank Marketing Program 2, which is what we refer to as the advanced bank marketing. So it is primarily for professionals with 5 years experience into the field and would want to advance their practice by talking more about reputation, risk management, even marketing analytics. So we've curated two types of programs for any marketing professional, regardless of their different levels of expertise or state in their career.
But how about those, sir, who wants to enter the field but are very unfamiliar yet with how bank marketing works?
I think the program 1 or the fundamentals would be a very good starting point because it doesn't discriminate. It doesn't have a prerequisite. As long as you're aligned and you're willing to really study bank marketing and even make it like a career shift for you, they're welcome to enroll in that respective program.
I see, sir. So what are the goals that you've set for the Bank Marketing Academy, and what kind of impact are you hoping it will make on the industry?
So a lot in the Philippines has been changing. And for both marketing and finance, they have changed. So for example, in the field of finance, we see a lot nowadays relying more on digital inclusion. If we try to look at the key relevant statistics and figures that have been happening throughout, before, probably in the last 5 years, we've been harping a lot about financial inclusion. It remains a challenge, but if we try to look at our progress over the last 10 years, it has grown in terms of people banked from about 20+% sometime 10 years ago to I think now we're reaching close to about 45%, 46%. If we talk about digital payments, it has also advanced and escalated. I remember there's a report sometime September 2024 that transactions, digital-related transactions, now has bridged over 50+% compared to BSP's target of just 50%. So all of these amount to a very important goal that important realization that sector is emerging. Now, if we try to look at the field of marketing, it is also likewise evolving. So we have also digital marketing. We have elements such as being able to venture more into relationship-based marketing, a lot of authenticity. Sometimes some of your biggest traditional marketing channels no longer work. We're heavily more relying on influencers. And right now, at this point in time, even influencers are being challenged by another wave of new things coming in. So both of these fields are evolving. So we try to capture those levels of innovation and challenges into the program that we've curated for marketing professionals who'd like to venture into bank marketing or financial marketing.
Let us now get into the specifics of the program. When is the Bank Marketing Academy officially launching?
Yeah, we're officially launching the programs in June. So we still have slots available for those who are interested to be part of the pioneer cohort. Yeah.
And what kind of courses will be offered under the program? Will it focus solely on marketing, or will it also touch on other areas? And what would the courses would be like?
Okay. So in terms, let me first answer the question on the methodology. It's a very interesting field because it's not every day that you get to be taught by world-class professors and at the same time world-class banking professionals. So for both BMP Program 1 and Program 2, we've made sure that it's a good balance in the spirit of our partnership with BMAP. So what will they be learning? For the Program 1, we're introducing 4 modules. So the first module has something to do with your marketing fundamentals. Like how do you create a very effective marketing strategy, marketing insights, setting your clear marketing goals. And basically it's your fundamentals of marketing but applied more to a banking setting. So that would be a very good way to do that. And that will be pioneered by our professor who has specialized a lot in channel marketing coming from different fields. So for the second course, we're basically venturing now into banking. So if the first module touches more on the marketing fundamentals, the second module touches more on banking. How do banks make money? Because if you try to look at marketing, it's making sure that we understand our customers, which is the essence of module 1, and basically understanding the product, which is the essence of module 2. So module 2 touches more about what is retail banking, what are the different solutions on a banking, and how do we best position these to be able to understand or to meet the needs of your customers. But then at the same time, it's a very regulated field. And here comes Module 3. Module 3 now centers more about regulations. So banking, as I mentioned previously, is one of the heavily regulated sectors in the Philippines. And I think it is for a particular purpose. Over the many things that happen in our global and regional economy, recessions and the like, our Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas has made sure that our system remains solid and stable. And I think those regulations exist for that. But if you are venturing into marketing for the financial sector, it will be a disservice not to know those regulations or those bounds. Because I think what's unique about bank marketing professionals and financial marketing professionals, for that matter, is that they first and foremost need to understand compliance. So that's what Module 3 is all about. And then therefore, as they go through all of these 3 modules, the 4th module will encapsulate all of these things. So it's a very exciting 5 half days that they will be spending with the Asian Institute of Management. And the professors that we've assigned to this particular course have all stellar banking experience and marketing experience. So they'll meet Professor Joey Camos, who used to be a president of one of our banks here in the Philippines. They'll also be meeting Professor Steph Guerrero, who's also been educated by no less than Harvard. So this is a brand of professionals that we're bringing. And of course, BMAP is bringing into the fold very experienced professionals. So from the field of compliance, marketing, all of our big banks are putting together a tremendous effort to make this work for these 2 cohorts that I'm describing.
Sir, how long would the program take?
Yeah, for the program 1, it's going to be 5 half days. And then for the program 2, or the more advanced course, it will be 10 half days.
Oh, so it's short lang po pala.
Yes, it's short. So we believe in the principle that right now the education sector is changing. If you notice, most of the content are bite-sized. So similarly, we don't want to drag topics that can be taught in a more impactful way. So we're mixing it with very good methodologies such as case study, action learning projects, to make sure that learning resonates and grounds, even though they're spending less time in the classroom.
And also because a lot of people nowadays have a short attention
Agree.
span. So
and that's one of the things I like about AIM. They try to marry the traditional world of teaching, but at the same time making sure that the methodologies are robust, up to date, and even global in approach. So yeah, it's a very exciting thing.
So will this program eventually lead to a full certification program for bank professionals? And if so, when do you see this happening?
BMAP has a very powerful purpose that they want to recognize bank marketing as a distinct and important field. So BMAP is putting together a certification program to rival similar of what happens in the PR world and etc. I think they're very focused and so the program 1 that we have, the bank marketing program 1, is envisioned to be the first track in this bank marketing certification process that BMAP is currently undertaking. We are preparing several lineups with them, a lot of new courses coming up, at the same time symposiums in the field. So we hope to roll out that certification vision this year. So definitely it's an exciting field and an exciting journey and vision for them.
Do you also envision the program to become the gold standard or a benchmark for marketing professionals in the banking sector?
Definitely. And that's the reason why we're not only capitalizing on AIM professors, but at the same time, we're capitalizing on real industry practitioners. Because if we want to create a gold standard in any field, it has to be a fusion of both education and practice.
And for those who are interested, what's the application process like? Is it competitive or a more open enrollment type?
Right now, I think for the pioneer cohort, it's more open. So that's why I hope that they grab this opportunity to really be part of this pioneering batch. So information is made available via the Asian Institute of Management website, and at the same time, information can also be accessed by BMAP. So all that they need to do is sign up, and then they can, and then if slots are available, they'll definitely be part of the first cohort.
And now that we know now that we know how to get in, how much would the program cost? Will there be scholarships or financial support for participants from smaller institutions?
I'd like to believe the most important thing is the initiative and the willingness. So the program has some investments. So the first program is 45,000 to be part of the first cohort, and then the second program is about 65,000. But if you are a bank marketing professional who's passionate about really making a mark and an impact, that can either be an investment. But for those who would like to still make that investment of time, but are pressed in terms of opportunities, I think BMAP and the Asian Institute of Management will be more than happy to explore modalities of how we can accommodate them to class.
So do you already have a target on the number of enrollees for the first run of the program?
So for the first cohort, we're envisioning 25. So I think that's a good class size to be able to ensure that there's a lot of interaction, a lot of dynamics, and a lot of discussions happening within those packed periods of time in the class.
And before we let you go, Sir Jeremy, please go ahead and invite our viewers to learn more about the Bank Marketing Academy and maybe explore other executive programs that AIM has to offer as well.
Yeah, so to the bank marketing professionals out there, and not just bank marketing professionals, but the financial sector, your field is very challenging, but at the same time dynamic. So the AIM and the Bank Marketing Association of the Philippines, or BMAP, put together a very wonderful program meant to help you get a good jump start or repower your career in this particular field. So if you are a very passionate person and you would want to make those powerful campaigns happen, I think this program is good for you. In the bank marketing sector, it's not just your traditional marketing channels that we have to talk to. The most important currency is trust, and at the same time, it's building connection and authenticity. And all that is the new playing field for marketing. So join us in the Bank Marketing Academy, and at the same time, the BMAP and Asian Institute of Management Bank Marketing Program for that exciting field. So to know more about that details, please feel free to reach out through our website, and we'd be happy to entertain a lot. So we hope to see you in class and be part of the pioneering batch that would make an impact in bank marketing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, for Jeremy, for joining us here on Freshly Brewed. It's always exciting to hear about programs that enable professionals to upskill, evolve, and lead their respective fields with confidence. We will be watching closely as the Bank Marketing Academy rolls out. And to our viewers, thank you for starting your day with us as you sip your cup of coffee along with our conversation with Mr. Jeremy Pintor. I'm Reine Juvierre Aberto, and this has been Freshly Brewed. See you next time.
And that wraps up our Freshly Brewed episode for today. Thank you for tuning in to Freshly Brewed. Stay informed, stay inspired, and make smarter choices every day with BusinessMirror. For the latest stories and updates, visit our website, businessmirror.com.ph, for a broader look at today's business. And follow us on our social media channels. Stay ahead, no more. And see you next time.